Greetings, my owners. Hello. I'm reviewing Avengers Infinity War. My name's Jake. This is Greer, and welcome to my channel. And sorry, I yawned. Anyway, I'm talking about Avengers Infinity War. Before I go any further, I want to give my score on the movie. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I give this movie a 10 out of 10 because it's has lots of action, spectacle. And I give it a 10 out of 10, and the story's not as the story is well, there's lots of laughs, and there's lots of times attempts at making you laugh, so I'm pretty sure the story's not important as much as there's the jokes. So, the story is pretty bare bones stupid like the other ones previously of the Avengers movie and the last one. But, anyway, where was I going with this? Trying to defend this movie is exhausting. And me convincing you that this movie is actually smart and clever, or competently written by competent filmmakers, it's exhausting trying to defend those qualities when I don't even think that's true. This movie was not made by talented or smart people. It was made by the imbeciles that thinks pigs can fly. And also the delusional. In other words, it was made by delusional morons that made this movie a imbecile group of imbeciles made this movie, I believe. I think it's obvious because the art speaks for itself. I gotta appreciate that they put the bare minimum of trying into thinking of what to do with these characters, with the Avengers. Instead, just focuses all around the villain, Thanos. Not like it's going to matter because then you kill him off in the sequel of Endgame opening by decapitating him. Then going off was time travel in the mixture in the plot of Endgame. All right. Thanos is played by Josh Brolin. I'm just going to say this. I would have liked if they gotten Christian Bale instead of Josh Brolin to play Thanos. Because it would have given something for Christian Bale to do. instead of playing Gore the God, Butcher, and Thor 4, known as Love and Thunder. And they didn't give him anything to do in that movie, and he had very little screen time to make his acting chops work with his acting chops. And I'm sorry, I know that I'm not like really talking about enough of the movie, but this movie is like rotting my brain cells, some of them. Majority of them. A good chunk of my brain cells got rotten by watching this Avengers Infinity War movie. It was kind of exhausting at times. Look, I wouldn't put this as one of the best comic book movies, far from it. But I would put this one of the best popcorn movies. For those who just want to see action, explosion, and shit like that. Sure, there's loads of no story. There's a dilemma, but there's no sort of like story that really... I mean, there's a dilemma, but the story with the Avengers is just stupid. It's cool. It's just so. The Avengers, spoiler alert, lose at this movie, and half of humanity dies because the Avengers fail because of Thanos snap. After collecting all Infinity Stones, he snaps away human life, and a good chunk of it. Oh, and Hulk's in this movie, but, you know, he gets beaten by Thanos so, and doesn't come back later in the movie, so what's the point in mentioning him? When the Rays didn't think that much on using the Hulk. On how to make use of the Hulk character, because they didn't know what to do with him in this movie, so they nerfed him. Is what the Russo brothers said on a record in the commentary of this movie. So they use that as justifying the excuse for being lazy and stupid. Morons. Writing. Excellent. Use your reason for... You justify the reason for you guys being lazy with the Hulk. Oh, I love it. The idiots, the Russo brothers justify the reason why they're lazy. Truly, they understand these characters perfectly fine, I guess. And I feel sad. On the inside. I'm broken. All this constant sadness of how these Marvel heroes are being treated and on the big screen for years. What was I going to say? Well, fuck. Got sidetracked. Anyway, so Avengers Endgame. I don't know how to defend this as this movie. I just know it's one of those good guilty pleasure popcorn movies. Because I don't know how to defend it. That's what makes it a guilty pleasure in my book. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my review on Avengers Infinity War. That's why I give it a 10 out of 10. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, while I'm recording this. I mean, when it's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving, my audience. And, going in this video shortly. And, about now, I think. So, bye.